Good morning, student. How are you? I hope you are fine at home, and I hope also that you are following the classes on the videos, through the videos, yes. And if you are not started, please start and revise your lessons. This video is today, I am making this video for the revision that what we have done, just to revise so that you don't forget. Okay, so please open your SST book, lesson 1, lesson 1 of your SST book. Here in this lesson, the story of human evolution is given, how human have developed from since the ages, from the beginning till now, from the ancient early days till today, modern days, and how we are developing each day. Evolution is a process, as you know. I hope by now you have learned the definition of evolution. So evolution is the process by which different kinds of living organisms, all the living organisms, develop into the present. Whatever form at present is there has come from the process of evolution from the beginning till now. And so it's a process. We have started our evolution since early, from the beginning onwards, and now till now we are evolutioning, we are developing, we are improving in various ways, in our form, in our structure, in our growth, in our intellect, in our speech, in our behavior, in our life, so many things. Life consists of many things. So it is an evolution. So evolution is the process. Now, what is human evolution? See, humans have evolved, or have come up, humans have come up from ape-like species. No, they were monkey and then became humans. No, the species of the monkeys are also of hundreds of kinds. Monkeys are also till today hundreds of kinds of monkeys are there in the world. And one of the features of monkeys is we and the species of monkey are same. Therefore our nature, our activities are also similar, and therefore scientists and the historians and scientists have believed that they have the opinion that we have come from the ape-like features, the species of the monkeys. And so today we have evolved. Why? We have grown, we have evolved, we have improved in our life, in our body, in our physical features, our intellectual power, because of our intellect, power of intelligence, intelligentsia, we call it intelligentsia. That means that intelligent that is there in our brain. The brain development has taken so much that we can understand things, even if not told. So many things we understand without telling. So we have got and we are using those, not only the animals, we are also using the five senses of knowledge. We are knowing by five senses. We have also the sixth sense. We have also the sixth sense. We have sixth sense, and people also say third eye. Okay, what is that? Third eye. Of all living beings have got two eyes. We have one more. That is third eye. That is the thing that is there that makes us human. And so we are very unique, very different from all others, and therefore we are able to master over all living beings. So human evolution, you have to learn this, I told. So there are 4 stages of human evolution. First stage was the Australopithecus. In this, human walked but bended feet and the body bended feet. Okay, and they walked bipedal. That means two legs, two bipedal. And so, but like apes, they had longer arms and small brain. At this stage, we had the longer arms, longer than this what we have, like the apes we have. Second is the Homo erectus. Homo erectus, that means the body that stands erect, straight. And so when we are able to stand erect, we are able to balance our body and we can walk longer distance. You can walk longer distance. And see this, by doing this, not only this physical development, the brain, the capacity of intelligence also, intellect also grows simultaneously. So brain development takes place. So it is the brain has developed better than the predecessor. What is this predecessor? What is the opposite of predecessor? Successor. Predecessor, successor. Predecessor, that is before the one who has come and gone before us, and successor, one who comes afterwards, succeed, one who takes over us, he is a successor. So predecessor and successor. Homo neanderthalensis, or the Neanderthalus. Neanderthalus are the features of humans which have quite similar to the modern features, and so they have they lived well-built body. They had a well-built body, and brain developed more, and also they were settling in one place, lived. So all the humans of the homo means same, of same kind. So they lived. Their skulls were thicker and less rounded at the top than the modern human beings. Next one is, the fourth one is the Homo sapien. Homo sapiens, they are considered the more advanced form of human beings. They are quite good, like the present human being. Rounded skull and increased size of brain. The brain development took place. And so these are the four kinds of human evolution, four stages of, not kinds, four stages of human development. You remember, in our other books we have the fifth development, that is Homo sapiens sapiens. But till now you learn four stages of human development. So you can see the structure of the human body and see that how they have improved over the long period of time. What is the source of knowledge that we get? We have archaeologists. One of the greatest sources of information is archaeological sources, followed by the literary sources, archaeology sources, with all the things that are old remains of the bones, the fossils, the tools, the utensils, the pillars, the bricks, and the buildings. They see and then study about, archaeologists. Fossils and bones. What is fossils? Hardened bones, or the body part of both plants and animals, which has become hard by bearing the heat, cold, rain, and different weather and climatic conditions over millions of years, and has now become stone. They are known as fossils, old fossils. The study of fossil is called paleontology, and the one who studies is paleontologist. Paleo means old. Paleo means old. Next, cave painting is another sources of evidence. They were painting, they were drawing, They were not writing, you see. Tools and utensils. They were using tools, rough tools. Archaeologists have discovered many tools and utensils that belong to the prehistoric period. So those this period is prehistoric period. We know that what are the prehistoric period? All Stone Age. Stone Age is called prehistoric period, and it is divided into four. What are they? Paleontology, paleo, um, Paleolithic age. Second is Mesolithic age. Third is Neolithic age, and fourth one is Chalcolithic age. Don't say Chalcolithic, some say Chalcolithic age. Okay, and you have learned the meaning also. Next thing is the life of early humans. How people were living those days when they were not developed. They were nomads. They moved one place to another. They were not static. They had no permanent houses. So just like any other animals, today you see the animals, they don't have house. They have a particular cave where they go at night and take rest, but during the day and other times they move around. So also these people were moving around. Nomadics. Nomads are the people who move around for food and shelter. This means that they were moving from place to place in search of food and shelter. They were basically hunters and gatherers. Hunters means they were killing animals and birds and then eating up and gathering fruits. They were not earning, not cultivating, and not keeping for the next day, just eating up. They hunted wild animals and birds, yes. They gathered fruits, roots, and nuts. They used stones, tools, sharpened stone tools for hunting and digging. They never wore clothes. They never covered their bodies with clothes. When they felt, they took the shelter of caves. Otherwise, they were in the open under the trees or on the trees. Gradually, they learned to make better tools and started slowly covering their bodies with leaves and bark of trees and the skins. So this is what in this lesson we learn about. Okay, please revise and stay safe.